that makes it easier to get across. Not really any other way to go anywhere else. There's just some sort of finesse with getting back across that I don't understand. I don't get it. You're supposed to double tap or something? It just makes no sense. What? When were they gonna... Was this guy gonna tell me this? The tightrope challenge. Do you comprehend what that means? Oh, so I wasn't supposed to ignore this, but I thought it was just gonna give me chests. That's why. Can make one. Okay. So you are supposed to draw lines, just not in the way that I thought. Well, that kind of works. Oops. Oh, so if you die... it just nullifies what you did. Okay. Oh, God damn it. There we go. Yeah, not having access to the shoulder button's a little rough. So instead of the hook shot, it's a grappling hook tightrope. But I could have just went to the torch as well. Is there anything here? There was like just a random bombable spot in another dungeon, but not here. Oh, is the tightrope? Oh, it acts as a wall. Interesting. I bet the dungeon boss will make me use this feature or something. Okay, this is the baffling part. Come on, I had just enough momentum for that to kill me. See how it is. There's two different sets of ice blocks I gotta melt. Zero clue what to do here. To hit them, though. The Smash Bro. Documentary. Nice, that's a pretty good name for a documentary. You just call it The Smash Brothers. So they're like brothers. Get it? No. It's like, maybe we just hit these, but no. I don't get it. Maybe we sit in the tightrope and do this? But I can't even see the peg to get back. That's a little sus. That is a very hard one to draw here. Oops! I used the wrong item. Okay, this dungeon is unnecessarily difficult in ways you couldn't imagine. There we go. Mario hitting the gritty in Fortnite. They will maybe add it to Splatoon. It's the closest thing. They should melt the other ice, which then will let me do... opens the door, I guess? Dish soap. Eventually there's gonna be a major Splatoon update at some point. They're gonna add the first sets of gun loadouts, do some rebalancing, add some stuff that was probably withheld from the initial release because they were just early accessing the game slightly. It's not too apparent with the game. They mostly just withheld weapon loadouts. I guess there might be more like cosmetics. They might add some more TLC to the one mode. Wait, what the heck? Interesting. We need to instantly... get across the other way. There we go, that's the puzzle. We gotta pull it all the way out. This is nerve-wracking. Do I actually have enough time for this? Like, what the heck? How else can I get to that door? What the? I just, like, ricocheted myself with the grappling. Is that some new movement tech? Okay, here you can ignore it and just do this. Oh, you can ignore it and just do that there, too. Okay, I think you just gotta be quick. Know when you can just hook shot instead of... Okay, you can just hook shot that peg. It's just if the peg is on the very edge, you have to do the little rope bridge. Yeah, we can just hook shot the rest of these. Wait, can you just hook shot? Oh, we can just hook shot everything except for this initial one. Okay. It's just this one we have to be slow on. Kinda messes with your head. There's multiple movement options with the hook shot. I want the R button handy for this then. Make it as long as possible. No! Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I like hit the wrong angle twice in a row and just fell straight off. Infinite falling simulator. So you gotta earn the side of just doing this and then immediately hooking again. Don't worry about moving. It's crazy they want you to be that tight with the movement. Like, I have a touchscreen. Surprised they didn't make this, like, more simplified. For a baby gamer, this is the hard stop, sorry. Dang, that was close. Oh, is that really it? Then we just get the boss key? Wow. Come back here. It's like, yeah, we got one more little puzzle, and then we gotta deal with the boss key. Fight time. Okay, they just made me deal with the little guys at the same time. I have no idea if that can hit me at the same time. I'm gonna guess yes. Got him. I did think maybe they were gonna make you draw lines with the hook shot. This is kind of what I was thinking. Thought you could just draw more freeform, but I guess not. You must use rope to jump. Oh, so we can use it like a wrestling, like the wrestling border. What's that called? The wrestling tightrope? I see. So that's on purpose. It's not just a wall. Easy. Oh, there's a way to get up there that I missed. I think it was very minor, but I think... God damn it. Oh, you just bomb it. Not even a very worth it secret. So I'm guessing the other item you got from the other dungeon, that was bombed you? I don't really see what that would unlock in the world. Sure, we'll get the compass. I don't know if any of these are really that secret, though. I haven't had a use for the shovel in a while. Can I dig here? No. Interesting. Okay, no. That looked a little suspicious, but not. It was not. Interesting. What's that animation? Like, pretends to put a key in, but he doesn't have one. Got a bit of a puzzle here. It looked like I could do something to get up there, but not really. Oh. Okay. Gotta think of outside the box. Alright, Nick's already feeling it today, I guess. This game's just a posture test. It's weird it won't let me jump off the other tightrope. It won't. Nice one. Need extra back stretches. Something. Oh, I get the idea here, I think. Shoot the arrows back at myself. Yes. Alright, they got a little creative here. Nice. Got the key, so now we need to get the other chest. I feel like it's just having good posture with this is kind of weird. Especially, like, in original hardware, like the DS, the normal DS is pretty small. So it's lighter. Yeah, original DS would only be, like, slightly more comfortable. It'd be like holding this except for just lighter. Especially since it's the bottom screen you have to look at, not the top one. Very strange. Here, I guess the issue is I want to press buttons, like the R button, but it's kind of hard. And I can do actions quicker. There's a reason all of Nintendo's games don't control like this now. I think. There we go. This is just getting you to multitask. Okay, the chest wrap chart here is useless. Oh, we got a backup purple. That's good. Top 10 most uncomfortable video game. Yeah, they give you a little hint, just in case. Oh, interesting. Height puzzle. It's like something that would be on a Link Between Worlds. 3D. Socializing. Rare emote. Minecraft lore. Is there any... They're gonna add some weird Minecraft lore in the new update. Like how villagers are socializing when they stare. The new... What is the sniffer? The sniffer? What is the sniffer called? The new sniffer. Meows. Oh god. Alright, boss time. It's kind of a short dungeon. How long has it been? An hour? Sniffer might be loved. So far, carrying the boss key has kind of been a non-mechanic. We're gonna, like, save it for the final dungeon. That's gonna be the only one that where it's like you have to do a little challenge to put the boss key in its place. Is that a lie? Honestly, who knows? Alright, they're gonna tell me how to fight the boss here. Oh no, that's just the teleporter. They don't have the mini-boss is in this game at all, which I guess kind of makes sense. Kind of hard to have combat focus in this. Okay, we're gonna have a grapple-based boss. This is gonna be one where watching is gonna be kind of hard. So the top screen is above. The thing above, under me is actually on top. So I'm trying to hit the two-headed dragon. The fireball comes down. Oh god, I'm being chompied. We're trying to eat the rope. Will this hit them? No. Snack. I have an idea. Why would I want to be over here? Can I Deadman's volley it? Swipe it? No. Okay, that hit the other dude. Puzzle boss. Can we jump on their head? I don't even know what happened there. Set up a scene for the fights. I guess, hold up, I can just do this. Yeah. Not this. This. There we go. Because it's already formatted like that by default. From the Wii U, I just crop it. There we go. I'll figure this guy out eventually. Like, am I supposed to swipe him there? Oh my god. Well, we got 2 more tries. Okay, tapping their head doesn't do anything, which means I can't just swipe them there. It feels like we would have to reflect. Oh, do we just need the right angle? Okay, it's just about them angles. Angle-based fight. And then probably when they come and do this, we can actually hit them. Yeah, it would look better without the DS, but I can't. That's how it looks like on my end playing, but... Oh, I can't even use hookshot here, okay. For grappling. Alright, that's the right angle. Don't chompy me. Why did that one break their mask? I hope this wasn't a grave mistake. And apparently it was. Okay, we do not just swipe their head. Drink the potion. Flip-flop the foldable Switch. That actually might be it. Foldable phones have been like the in thing recently. Okay, the area on the side's just there for the lulz. Oh, we gotta pull on their tongue. Somehow. We gotta do it without being pulled toward it. I get it. We draw a line. And they're so silly looking now. Oh no. Oh, you can stand on top of these in these waves. Okay, interesting. You just have to set up beforehand and weather the storm. Alright, there's no way they don't just make us, like, bungee jump on them, right? Maybe not. Dead. He turned into gold. Dragon BF and GF. Reminds me of the dragon from Shrek. Red one. Well, dead. Now back to the regular chonky view. So I'll remember to do that for the next bosses. So all the bosses do the tall format. Maybe I'll make a new scene that crops out the DS. No donkey in this game. You get weird donkey heart. Donkey dragon hybrid. Oh, so we need the sand from both bosses to go to the, like, 8th floor of that one dungeon. Oh, we got a cool little room since we have the collectible we're after. MacGuffin. Oh, this is still 3D. Both screens. Oh well. You guys missed it for like one screen, no big deal. We got the essence of something. Azurine. The metal we need to make the sacred sword. We can fight Bellum. Got the pure metal you were looking for. You did it, Badonker. Things got wild and woolly. It was worth it. Alright, let's go talk to the weird, cursed seal race. Seal penguin. See what they have to think. Oh, they're right here. It's like you got your hands on that Azurine. Nice going, guy. I'm Aru. No, seriously, I'm the real one, not the imposter. I swear. Here's the story. There I was, sipping my stew. All of a sudden, a crazy Yuke gagged me. Maybe it was when you exposed the Yuke that was pretending to be me. The barrier dropped and I escaped. So thanks. Looking for a thank you gift? Out of luck. Were you looking for a compliment? Yes, compliment me. Well then, get back. Ready? Here comes your compliment. Or something amazing, you know that guy? Nah. Maybe they say something more interesting in Japanese. Well, the enemies are still here. Wait, they talk now. My head hurts. It's like my brain was being controlled by some evil force. Now that I'm back to normal, I feel pretty guilty. Oh no, they were friends the whole time. Sorry if I try to eat you. Oh, we got some extra goodies we can get here. We love the cold. It's one of the few advantages of being this hairy. You can also collect pollen if you're that hairy. Trying to swallow you whole like that was really uncalled for. So you know about Harrow Island, right? Huh? Oh yeah. Smarter than I thought. Okay, it's the minigame island. I've been there. Now that I have the grappling hook. So much in the game world that's opened up. Alright, let's get this loot first. That's just regular money? Okay. Alright, this game just gives you infinite money. This actually is like a Link Between Worlds. I think that game literally only gave you rupees. It's rewards for stuff. Or no, that's Twilight Princess. Getting mixed up here. Secret? I don't think so. Alright, take care, Edby. Have a good sleep. As always. Interesting. There's nothing up top here, but you can climb up. I don't really understand that. Your sleep is still fricked up since Friday. I guess basically just stayed up all night. Oh god. What even happened here? All in the name of played up. Unexpectedly, it played up with 5 people. Six if you count Cody. Is there anything else cool up here? I don't know. I just don't know. Reminds me of Pokemon, almost. Maybe the borders in this world are laid out. I'm gonna try looking up top again one more time, but I don't think there is anything. With the boys. Classic ad campaign. It's a weird area to be in. This does not lead to anything. It's just here. Or maybe they intend something later in the game, or just a leftover from development? Say anything cool. Do not erase. Sup, dude? Got no fur antlers. Did you see it? That hairy uke? Alright, these guys are just chilling. The ukes and the whatever the heck these are called. My favorites. One hard-nosed Azarine get an animal. Respect to someone who's jumped on a peg or 3. Has peace and tranquility's been restored about all that? Man, I am good. Did Azarine work for you, Badonker? Okay, so I guess they have dialogue not really meant... You can skip all of it if you want. You don't. It's a little bonus. Got nothing else to say to you. Okay, I guess that's what happens when you add that many NPCs. The old Wayfarer who lives on Banana Island? Buried something in front of his hut. Oh, we gotta go Banana Island. Sort of a weird area. Big money. 300 rupees. Okay. Oh, could I have walked to this one the whole time? Draw a line between here and the island chief's house. I don't think I did this one. Okay, so somewhere around there, dig. Look bored. Oh. Big red rupee. That was probably it. You draw a line. Yeah, that's a pretty much a spot you would bury something. We found that one. A nuki, that's what they're called. Got the Azarine. You can't stop me. I gotta say my piece. Good going, guy. Oh, okay, that's all you had to say. You've got it hard too, I bet. Okay, I think I can do... Did I get any... No, I did not get any courage gems. At least not enough. Walk around with your antlers held high. I have no new mail, surprisingly. Guess that's all the places that I can, all the places I can get anything new. The Isle of Ember. South of here. Okay, are we gonna see a nuki on the island there? Isle of Ember? I guess, yeah, we can do a lot of backtracking. We got the pure metal. Woohoo! There's no time to celebrate, as if all our troubles are over. Won't rest until we find all 3 of those pure metals. We're off to sea. Alright. You almost finished the Fortnite Battle Pass from Save the World? I didn't know you could do that. So they gotta make Save the World okay, at least. I need the Zora scale for that. Let's go get the fish. So now I just have a bunch of exploration I can do. Backtrack a ton. Battle passes are rough. I almost am kind of towards the end of the Splatoon one, just from doing Salmon Run to get money all the time. Haven't even played that much of the multiplayer. I don't know. Alright, let's try to do some fishing. Okay, this does not look like a great fish. And save the world, you get like 20k from missions. And the Splatoon thing is just the daily wins give you like 1 level. So you basically get 1 level up a day. Guess maybe it's been that many days since Splat 3 came out? Was it July or something? June? It's October now? Yeah, we got the common fish. We haven't gotten any new fish in a while. That is the mini-game island for money. Don't really need to go there. DS Island, I don't think it had anything to go back for. Pretty sure, it had a mini-game. I guess I could see if that's ready. So we'll go to the mini-game island. And Beetle. Which means we draw Omega. 80k. Oh, so every 2 missions you get a level or so. Okay. I'm aboard the ship after shooting him a ton. Oh, I don't have any potions left, wow. A freebie card? $6,300. Well, obviously we get that for free. The golden cannon, are you kidding me? Drip cannon? A freebie card, you want to use it? 1 freebie card, happy day. A free golden cannon. Otherwise, it's 6,300. Easy. So I'm guessing you can get the gold drip ship at some point. Thanks to you, I'm sold out. 37 points, okay. Double check the DS Island. To hint the DSi was coming out. When did the DSi release? Isn't that like 2009 or something? Wasn't on the market long before the 3DS came out. Don't think it was out when this game came out. This guy's not ready yet. I'm guessing I need, Bomb Chew, and since I did that dungeon second, it'll take longer to do this minigame. Good. What's this island? Sort of a different shape. Get it? DS? Wonder if they even did that on purpose. Alright, let me just draw a random shape I remember. Not in, backwards in. It's very finicky. That put me in the northwest. There's nothing to do in Zhao's island. There's extras on these other two islands. Banan and the Spirit Island. So might as well go ahead and just switch back to Fire Sword. I didn't really find the bigger shield was useful. Buried something right in front of his house. Oh, there it is. The treasure map. Young man, show me what you hauled in. Where is it? It's common fish. Tee-hee, how hurry. I got multiple hookshot things here. Grappling hook. I got room for how many more items? We can do 2 more. So we get Bomb Chew and then we get 1 more other item. Interesting, the courage upgrade must be better, because they are holding it off from me. Oh, you gotta do it like that. It's the way it's positioned. You're just drowning at money in this part of the game. Oh, there we go. Finally, a courage gem. Need 1 more. Surprised I'm seeing the WiiU gamepad screen lag so much. Like Wi-Fi interference. Stone tablet on the left. And stone tablet to the side. I can't read it from here. Very little something nice between the 2 treasure chests. Weird little area. I'm gonna check over here, just in case. Oh, there we go, another chart. I guess Bomb Chews probably go through the little holes, if I think about it. That's probably what getting Bomb Chews will unlock. I can't think of what the final item would be. I guess maybe something like the Cane of Burna? summon blocks or something. Draw a shape and then you get to create it. Or just something completely out of left field. Let's go to the fish first. Maybe. Surprised you never get a speed upgrade for the ship, but I guess the rendering for this game's probably built on that. It would just be too hard otherwise. Yeah, there's another bottom screen, top screen thing. I don't know how to... I think for fishing, I just don't handle it. Still don't think... I haven't gotten a lot of different kinds of fish yet. It's got another Skippy Jack. Well, we got a bigger one at least. Hook. Oh, is this not the island I thought it was? Oh, this isn't Spirit Island. So yeah, I don't think there's a single extra thing I can do here. I'm mistaken. Oh, hook in here? Oh, never mind. Frog. Another courage gem. There we go, we got our tenor. Like how we can just visit the frog whenever we want. Move your ship using the Cyclone Slate. Different symbol for each spot which you want to soar. Ask my guilt minions. Okay. Well, good thing I came back then, because I thought there was nothing here. We got our little upgrade. Isle of Gust. Isn't this one? This one was literally just a dungeon, wasn't it? I don't think this one's worth going back to at all. So Isle of Gust is a weird one. They're like, we just need a dungeon somewhere. So we'll just put it here. I guess I'll go toward the fish first. Maybe. Unless I get spotted first. Grab the fish. Being bombarded on all sides. Time to fish. I don't know how I'm getting lucky and just hitting all the fish today, but I am. This is gonna be really weird to watch because the bottom screen doesn't have anything, it's all top screen. I kinda need like a shortcut, just swap the view. It's just another Skippy Jack. Okay. Yeah, there's like nothing else to this. A very strange part of the game. If there's anything to backtrack here, I would just need a guide, because there's no memorable NPCs or anything. Oh no, we're being tracked by the pirates. Found you, Linebeck. Oh no, I just want to go shopping. Just a scratch, right? Ambush. Lineback, show yourself. You again. Alright, same line. Oh, we got her twice somehow. One last thing to say. Hope you're proud of yourself. Hear me? I'm sick of getting seen in your face all the time. We. Yeah, let's see if Beetle is anything else. Nope. Yeah, we're just gonna drink the red potion right in front of him. Even though we don't need it. Just for that one extra point. There we go. Yeah, I guess if you wanted, you could just grind your way to the points you need. the other things I can draw? The weird circle? Okay, that instantly worked this time, somehow. Normally it's not. Oh god, I forgot how to control this. The Kirby Crane game. But brutal. Alright, there we go. We pulled it up. Would it be nice for this game if I had a hotkey to, like, swap for the views? Maybe for the other game, Spirit Tracks, I'll do that. Insect Wheel. I'd have to get a feel for, like, when the game uses both screens versus doesn't, though. Oh yeah, remember the minigame where you need... you need everything. I don't know about that one. You gotta go sicko mode and cheat insanely hard. Dead. Wait, why is this here? There's a random peg, but nothing to do with it. At least yet. Strange. I can't do anything with it. It looks like maybe a little too far away to get a super jump. It's on to start a strange project. Yep. I forget which way is which here. Wait, there's the chest I can get to here now. It's a power gym if you don't do that one. We have to fight... Why do we have to fight this lizard? Those Alphos over and over again. It's strange. Got him. I guess I'm glad I came back out the other way. Nothing to the side here I can do, but there is something on this side. Amazing. A chicken! Okay, weird. No! Really? I have to redo all of... Okay. I don't have to redo all of it, but... I'm in an awkward spot now. Okay, that's a weird treasure chart. Oh, we can't even get that yet. Interesting. Oh, so this is here as an anti-soft lock thing. Okay. That's the only reason that peg exists. Interesting. Yeah, they could have just put one of those. It would have been less conspicuous. That's the bottom corner one. We need to do the other one as well. I'm not holding this in a comfortable way. I'm like holding it from the bottom instead of the middle. So when I hold the shoulder buttons, it's not the play. Wait, did I never... What? I never spotted that before? Weird. Okay, well, never hurts to double check stuff. Okay, so I have H, like, right by the dungeon. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, there were two different ways to get to it. Oh, get me out of here. You don't have, like, any warps in this game. You can't just warp back to the boat. I have to make the long walk. So I dealt with both H's. It's probably all the secrets here. So yeah, now that I know Bonchu is probably holes. I can't think of many areas in the game that even have anything the Bombchu could do. The Bombchu probably does more than that. I imagine it goes on lines you draw. There's that and just one more item. Gating backtracking. Oh yeah, there's the shop here. Just not this. They don't offer anything that good, though. No time to sunbathe. Alright, we're gonna be more than prepared for the spirit upgrades, I guess. Alright, just pretend like I'm on console and I actually need to save like that. Yeah, we're at 14 for the others. So we talked to the guy here. I don't remember who's on the traveler's ship here. It was the guy we had to save. Yeah. The other guy is a fake King of Red Lions. I needed to be rescued again. Ow. So I guess I should check on the other guy, too. Oh no, must have overslept. I'm feeling pretty generous. Been picking things up for you. Here, I got you this piece of flotsam. The Zora scale. One more. Oh, I don't have any more. It's enough to make you happy, right? Person a person alive who isn't happy to get a present. Alright, that works out pretty good. Zora scale is for another NPC in the game. It truly is the Zelda experience. Do one dungeon, then you got a frick ton of backtracking stuff you can do. It's either that or raw exploration or both. Now let's go to this side of the island first. So I guess that's why there's a chest there. Although, I don't know. It might wind up being having the courage thing. Makes this section easier? You never know. Oh, there are these guys in the game, like lights. They look very weird. Ow. Like, why wouldn't I just hook straight to the prize here? Oh, since I'm on a different height. Oh, it's the fake rupees thing. Yeah, there's no way the Four Swords people didn't work on this. Between them adding battle mode and all that. This game's definitely in the lineage. I guess the, I think the fake rupee guys are in Link Between Worlds as well. I was about to say, there's no way this doesn't lead to just a gem. So we only have 5 left for power gems, but we still have a whole quarter of the map, so... Oh, the shield stuns enemies. Okay, that's a little better than I thought with the blue. I haven't really noticed the increased power. I guess I noticed it with the devil guys. It's almost kind of situational, which one of those is better. Alright, now we want the courage upgrade. Found 11. Spirit Courage's power will be awakened. So now recall the true extent to your power. Your sword now hurls shockwaves. Okay. The classic buff. That makes a different sound. Thought it was gonna make the Zelda 1 sound. I guess this is the most immediately useful thing. Your shield stunning enemies actually is pretty good too. You don't have charge attacks in this, just the quick spin. I guess it's kind of like in Skyward Sword. Let's go back this way first. You know, are the pirate and the beetle giving each other information? They keep appearing in the same spots. I don't think there's any reason to go back to the Cannon Island. I guess I could give the island a bit of a skim. Maybe there was something that needed hook or something. Do you think I with Linebeck? It was off with the word ship. Ghost ship. Alright, let's do the golden cannon. Drip cannon. Truly the gold standard. I don't have any other holes, really. I could use the Demon Prowl. Prowl adorned with the Scowling Demon. Very intense. No bridge variations. So I have the red wheel, and is that it? I think so. Was the red cannon before? Yep. So I don't have anything that goes together anymore. Maybe the spikes go with the devil? Okay. Lost HP. Is there any way to keep HP here? Tropical Tourist. The Ancient Anchor. That's 1, 2, 3 slots down. Oh, that goes with the Mermaid Prowl. Okay. The Insect Wheel. Perfect. Stamina is now 5. There we go. It's figuring out what's part of the set's kind of tricky. The heck do they have? Oh, amber. No one's sold any of this stuff in ages. 640 rupees? Yeah, sure. A fool and his money are soon parted. What they say. Guess we'll keep it for the Zora Scale peeps. Okay, then just talk about the ghost ship. Don't think I have anything I can sell otherwise. Nice, I could sell an extra feather, but I don't think I'll bother for now. I can't think, I don't have H marked here anywhere, so maybe that would make sense. I don't think there was anywhere here to use the hook. A single place. I can't think of a single place where it would be useful. So I think that may be the case. There's nowhere to use it here. We're keeping my secret. Gotta get the Phantom Sword. There's like no real reason to backtrack anywhere here. Like, this is another area where you would just need a guide, because if there is anything to backtrack to, it's very unobvious. Alright, let's go then. Nothing here marked. There's the trading. Anyone want to trade me in Phantom Hourglass? Please? Of all the features, that's like something that would be in a 3DS game with Street Pass, but they were ahead of the curve. Frog. I know at least there's... I don't think there's much else to backtrack with. I think I did all the stuff I can do with hookshot. Grappling hook. I'll check the rest of this island, but I don't think there's anything. This was a very simple island. I don't remember anything conspicuous. There are lots of bees. Look at them. Tiny DS bees. Unfortunately, we must kill them. There's no saving the bees in the Zeldaverse. Yeah, this was just a little mini puzzle area to get to the other side. Yeah, there was like nothing here. I mean, maybe there's like a super hidden troll thing to dig up. It's the only thing I could think of. No, I like how the shield protected us even though it wasn't out. It's just funny. I'm actually kind of turned... The shield one actually is kind of better. All the little buffs you get from the fairies are like nothing burgers, but at least the courage one, if you accidentally get it, it's pretty good. Okay, this seemed like an area maybe you would hide something. Yeah, there's like no other point of this island once you get the salvage arm. Absolutely nothing. I think the fortune teller just tells us what we're doing. Maybe there's already those penguin dudes, Anukis. If not, I guess off to the next dungeon. Just won't look at the screen. Looking at the screen is for babies. Surprised there's been absolutely nothing in this game aside from the very beginning, from rolling into trees. I guess they realized the rolling into trees input is not fun in this. Oh, does the sword beam give us immunity to the shock, or were we just too quick? Interesting. Clouded your true course? Teleported us. Your future. So you got Azuri. Found another. Alright, let's see if maybe I can dig something up on one of these far corners. Oh, there is something down there, okay. Well, I would have just missed that. Wait, so if you break that, are you soft locked? What the hell? There's no way, right? Remember when you had to yell in the microphone in this game? Oh, you can just jump across. I'm a dummy. A ghosty dude. I'm guessing that little island is the only backtracking thing that's worth messing with. I don't know. That's the dungeon, and then you just go up top and you get the loot. Alright, well, at least I took a little bit of a look. I think if you don't take a look at all, you would just miss that gem. That's the main counter of a true 100%. And I guess the heart containers. Alright. Yeah, I guess it's just next dungeon time, basically. There's one treasure I can get, and that's it. If I could do the one minigame more. There's a fish here, too. What? Yeah, I don't get that one. I guess if you don't pull the right direction... Doesn't make sense to me. This might as well just travel with the, teleport. Maybe. There we go, now we're right next to a fish. Simple. It's basically you just swipe towards the left or the right, depending on where the fish came from. Yeah, that little arrow graphic it does. Yeah, I definitely should change scene here. This fish is a lot rougher to catch. It looks like the standard just tuna, though. Jumping fish. Yeah, I think this is just the tuna again. Sure looks like it. Got him. 3 foot 1 inches. Now we're getting all common varieties. Don't know what it takes to do anything amazing. DS Island, Isle of Frost. I guess we'll just play the minigame one more time for the fun of it. Who's on this boat? Oh, I need to go back to that other boat, too. I guess I could check on the guy on the other boat, too, just in case he has something new. Before, you just wanted me to do a gazillion hits on him. I don't think that's changed. I don't know where that enemy was. Oh, it's a shark. Surely at some point, there's gonna be one of these treasures that just feels like an FU in difficulty. Maybe not, though. I'm guessing it's just gonna be the same sort of layouts, just full of currents. It'll feel impossible to control. Thread the needle here. Okay, we're getting... Aw, come on, they pushed up. The loot got damaged. I think that might be it. Yep. So in Windwaker, there was no little minigame. It was just you had to find the exact perfect spot to get the loot. The vintage hole. Ooh. Finally, a different hole. So we'll go do this minigame one more time for the heck of it. It seems to give you... I don't really get the treasure maps. How it gives you them. B is only 50. Alright, we're gonna get 8 rupees. I guess you can only get a 50 rupee. It can't be that bad, right? Green rupee. I think it was one of these signs where I haven't found the treasure chart yet. So if it actually is quadrant-based... I'm gonna have no clue. Alright, it's the very baby run. Hundo. Oh, a 10 rupee begins. Well, I don't know, this feels like a minigame where you would at least probably find like 4 treasure charts, but I don't even remember what quadrants I got the treasure charts from. It might just be an RNG chance. Wouldn't be surprised. The stuff I want to get to requires me just teleporting. I think the fish is moving, yeah, it's moving away from me. Got him. Oh, we're being massively delayed by these sharks chasing us. It's okay, they don't want that smoke. Yeah, we just got tuna still. They're really gonna save all the hard fish for later in the game. Alright, my writing hand's getting tired from this too. I need a break from this game just to get the energy back. My hands. Imagine getting carpal tunnel from DS game. Well, it's a big one, though. Maybe it's a different fish. It kind of looks different. Still red, but... Oh yeah, it's a big one. We got it. A luvar. It required the crane. It's not very pretty, but... I don't know, it's kind of pretty to me. Alright, see how the Traveler ship does with the Zora scale. Oh man, you like an arm stretch break. Oh ho! I can't see anything. Oh? How terribly rude of me. Remember the ho-ho tribe. Came to buy treasure. Market is flooded at Zora scale now. One day soon, I think some people will no longer desire them at all. Next thing is Dark Pearl loot. Land of way away, everyone whispers that. I dropped that thing somewhere. Okay, I don't get it. So they offered to buy something else when I got the Zora scale. If I'm supposed to, if he buys that from me, did he just rip me off and it would have been 1,000 from the other guy? Not that it matters that much, but... I guess let's go warp back real quick. Go get my fish appraised again and see what the other ship guy's doing. I don't think he's doing anything different, but could be wrong. And then we'll actually go do the next dungeon. Time for that. And I guess, yeah, then you're forced to do the Hourglass dungeon again. This time, you have 2 more items. And a couple more minutes. I am curious what the reward for the one minigame is, but... just stern, yet distinctive and manly expression like my own. This is a Luvar. Impressive. It's a rare treat. Nice work. Look at an aura. This gift is appropriate. The big catch lure. Okay, so we got the upgrade. So that makes it so the big fish appear more? It's a lure of some sort. If you didn't go back and show him that, you would have been screwed. Essentially. So what other fish have I even gotten? I want to check real quick. That's just the tuna, skippyjack, and luvar. That's it. Just 2 other fish types. Hold up, the route's not a straight line. There's gonna be big chillin' here. I kind of like how, even though, I don't know, for all the portable Zeldas, I've noticed none of them have that feel where, like, oh, it's a portable Zelda, so everything is shorter. And keep playing as long as you want. It's you. How are you? Me to train you? Aw, no, only 20 times? Alright, he doesn't seem to do anything different. Try to go to Beetle Ship and or the fish now. Uh-oh. I found you, Linebeck. It's been ages since our last encounter. Like yesterday? Can we go fishing in the middle of this? Yeah, I think we basically have to go deal with her first. And push. The butterfly ship thing is nice, though. You again. Hold up. I think maybe Spirit of Power makes this a little easier. There we go. Speed run. Just wail on tapping. Not again. Should really learn to give a Geralt a break. I think she's maybe getting a few pimples on her nose. How do I have time to notice stuff like that? It's a crate. It was boring. He doesn't even give me money anymore. Alright, I want the fish more. Only it wasn't for the darned pirate. Could have caught up to the other dude already. One of those enemies with a big... Dude, this fish is Newman. Oops. God damn it. I hit the wrong button. Why are there these things down here? You just salvage random spots and get stuff? Is this just supposed to be if you've played before, you can get stuff without the map? That would be kind of cool, but... Yeah, there's nothing here. Why... See if we can get a big fish here. Don't think this is a big one. This is so fatiguing just because you gotta pull back and then you just gotta stop. It's like you wasted your effort. Not even bigger than the one I've got already. Ambush. Wait, really? It's commanding offer this vessel. I ordered you to remove him at once. Where are you going? Now, you think they could beat us? What fools. Here's a little tip. Easy. I'm pretty sure I defeated, like, the big one before it put an X on the map. Alright, so I guess we'll hope and pray Beetle is something else, but I think we tried farming him multiple times already. We could try fishing again. Maybe I should just go to the next dungeon. It's up to me. Fine. We'll just waste. Let's just buy another red potion. Unamused face. I'm kind of surprised they didn't want to cram any compressed voice samples into this. Like, I feel like Beetle could make his voice quips. All the NPCs could make some voice quips. Even if it's only certain ones. Like, they do it for the frogs. Choice items are in transit. Would I lie? Alright, I need to make Omega. Alright, yeah, trying to catch the fish there is going to take way too much time. It's just port. Alright, there we go. We can probably take a way quicker trip. There we go, that helps. Well, pirate boat out here if we want to do that. I guess there's none of those, random, like, tall outposts, like in Wind Waker. There's no getting out off the boat, basically. Is the pirate gonna interrupt me again? We got shot at point blank. Oh no. That's annoying. Try again. This is how we can get full health back. No biggie. Maybe we'll just actually go straight to the island this time. I do feel like we probably have to save Linebeck from the pirate dudes X number of times and he gives us a gem like before. You know what, heck it, let's go after the fish. Yeah, we intercept with it pretty quick. You do this. So this should be easier to track fishing. I'll make a hotkey for this next time, but it's a very time-intensive minigame. You gotta pull a lot, and then you get a couple spins. My god. Trying desperately to get my pull into the green. Yeah, we gotta try so hard just to get like 2 yards of pull. All that for 1 yard. Nice. It is weird they localized this into yards. I never noticed that. They did. American release. I'm like jumping every 2 seconds. I just want 3 yards of pull. Alright, there we go. Another Uvar. Thing I caught before. It's not very pretty. Mild-mannered. Alright, yeah, I need a hotkey for that. Like, just literally pressing, like, down on the keyboard would be good. At least in that instance. It's in the collection, though. That wasn't even the biggest one I found. Wow. Alright, we're gonna eventually get to the destination. Hard turn to port. I don't even know if he's using that correctly. He says that every time. We're not near a port, though. I don't think. I wonder if I guess the dungeon probably is absolutely nothing for the grappling hook. Since you might not have it at this point. You're now one of us, Goro Badonker. Searching for Gongaron? It's on top of the cliff. So happy you were part of the tribe, Goro Badonker. Playing hide and seek with Gongaron? Oh yeah, there was the guy that ran off. Carve yourself a home. I don't have anything good for sale, really. I got a gold potion, but not really worth going out of the way to get. Catch me if you can, never Goron. Whee! That's one way. Here you are, one of us. That hint help you? Oh, we can get up there now. So we have hook shot, claw shot. Whatever it is. Can Goron go through here? Sorry, I was focused on the ship. Now one of us. Ship will stay. I can see it already. Ugh. Oh. That's a nice little house theme. I need to just stay and listen to it for a minute. There's gotta be something here. Oh, it's a chest. Well, I got that early, because I already have the shot. I'll Gongaron go over there. Yeah, I was about to say, he was just gonna take me through the one thingy. We're not actually hiding and seeking. I'm in such a rush. Gongaron? Alright, let's listen to this tune for a second. There's little optional items here. Letters to deliver. Five left of each of those. No explanation on the big catch lure. Oh, this is so you get an explanation of each of these. Alright. That's gonna be like a stream intro tune. Just the chief. Well, I guess we just leave then. Over here. Seek the little Gongaron. He's going to the temple. Yeah. He's just gonna be there, and we have to do all this. Dead end. Or is it? Amazing. Uh-oh. I'm already 1 HP because I didn't get to heal. I would expect you to not have bombs or something? Why? Uh-oh. Having trouble using my items. Not a single heart to be found. All this is because I died and started at 3 hearts. There's just been nowhere to refill. Sad. What do you take me for, a fool? Okay. Let's go with the Spirit of Wisdom. Bigger, bouncy shield. There's all this other stuff to the south. Like, there really is, like, no way to heal here. Any easy area to heal? I don't think there's any vases with hearts. Nothing here. Yeah, like, maybe if I dig randomly. I think it's all money, though. Dude, this is lame. I'm gonna have to use up my purple. I, like, need the astronomically low chance of recovery hearts. Getting rich, though. Alright, that should be good. 4, it's good enough. No need to panic. Oh, so we need bomb chews to get through that, okay. So I guess that's a little... Yeah, it's a bonus chest for once we get the dungeon item. Maybe? Except not really. I guess that... Switch does do something when you get chews. I'll just put a C for chew. Wait, what? It's a maze. Amazing. Yep. You were just supposed to guess there. Grab our loot real quick. Dang, I guess we max out power first. It kind of makes sense. Probably let us do power, then wisdom, then courage. Oh, they introduce you to the Chew. Okay. Oh yeah, because this is the dungeon where they're like, you're gonna lose your sword. Haha. Or shield. I wonder if that Goron kid went in here. Oh, is this gonna be like Oot, where someone goes in the dungeon, but we never find him? There we go, there's our hearts. Oh, I wonder if it's blue, because we just take reduced damage with the courage? Buff? Okay. Alright, dungeon time. Still no actual dungeon music. I don't... Weird. It's like a Gongaron. That kid got in trouble. Stay at the quicksand. Well, they did say stay out. You can't test them like that. So I guess that probably gives me chews at some point? That temporarily disables them. Alright, we haven't had any sliding block puzzles in a long time. I just blocked that, okay? Okay, the shield buff's kinda crazy. But I can just walk into them. Shield buff kinda go crazy. Oh, this is the one enemy from Windwaker. Or is it Twilight Princess? Okay, they put the bomb flower right there as a hint. So the chews are to ride on the quicksand, okay. You're supposed to get up there and then use something to hit that. So I can mark that chest. How convenient. He died right where I need to pull him. Easy. A little bit of swagger from that. This game gives, I think, this game so far has given, like, the best non-rupee rewards for a dungeon. Alright, it's kind of jank. Get hit because I have to, take the bombs out. Oh, there's where the chest goes. I mean, that's worth it, right? Okay, they're just making sure you don't miss the secret, and that's how we get past? Yeah, because we can't go past here. Unless... Oh, they specifically did a thing you can't grapple to, okay. Would be kind of funny. If the dungeon is 0.5% quicker if you have hook. That's a respawning bomb thing, okay. No, it's just showing me there's another thing, like, right here. No, you just have to kill... Yeah, you can't kill the Beamos in this game, so... That's all we gotta do. Like, these are gonna be, like, not-so-secret chests, but... They did this, I guess, because they didn't want to put the compass in the game. Gorobadonker, this way, brother. No, not really. Monsters grabbed me and threw me in here. Help me get out. No. No, you have to. No. Alright, fine. Thank you, brother. Something else. Wait, behind you. I'm saying this is this game's equivalent to High Knox. Amazing! You defeated the monster I caught. You're welcome. It seems like we've hit a dead end on our side. Will be no problem with my assistance. Can help you remove that trap. Nintendo says no evil Link. We can only be marginally evil. We can say no, but eventually that no is to become a yes. Oh, what the heck? Okay, yeah, this is actually, we're switching. Link between worlds. Mechanic. This is more a Windwaker. Tap his icon. Switch. Understand how to switch who you are controlling? Our fates are now joined. If one of us falls, so will the other. Oh god. Well... Oh, he can just roll? And destroy stuff, okay. Oh, he's rolling. The Goron roll. Remember the Goron roll from Wind Waker? Majora's Mask? They seem to be rolling. I can't actually defeat those guys. Oh, I just have to tap him, okay. Easy. Can we just drop him down the pit? Surely that will work, right? Let's put him in the pit. Times in life when one should seek the help of others. Stand together. Okay, we're gonna need 2 switches. This really is in the Four Swords lineage. Dead. Oh, the hearts are shared with Link, okay. Nice. How's my man get across, though? Does he just roll? Oh, he does. We got the dungeon item already. Choose? Yep. Bomb chew. They will follow a path you draw on your map. Alright. Could easily guess it would be choose, because the one thingy. Oh, okay, so it forces you to draw on the map. Okay, so chews are kind of weird in this game. I thought it would just be their normal bombs and you just draw a path real quick, like the boomerang. Not quite. Strange. Alright, where's the little dude go? Dead. I don't see how my man gets freed here. I guess we'll just swap back. Loot. What kind of bug? Wait, you were required to do that, though. Alright, yeah, so here they're showing you choose. Okay, so on the top screen, that's a little disorienting. That shows you where it's actually gonna go. Hey, the spikes go down. And finally pass through. Doing well there, Robodonker? Found a hole I can squeeze through. Why we'll go explore. See you later, brother. Wait, Goron. Well, guess we'll get the pure metal instead. Kill the kid, but obtain metal. Easy. I'm guessing, yeah, we just go back to first floor. Okay, staircase takes me back to where I've already been. If I go up. Okay, this just opens a path that leads back if I do this. Yep. So we're gonna have to get a bomb chew through a little path that, is full of cool obstacles. It was not very effective. It's like we need to hit both of these at the same time. Flip the two switches at the same time. I just tap the switch? Okay. There we go. Okay, so you stop watching the chew if you just tap the screen. I think it's the one area where the attack buff made a difference. These enemies. Oh god, remember these? The flying pots? They're back. Oh, we gotta open a little path for our chew. Oh god. I guess what you can do is you can kind of stall. Oops. Okay, it's better just look at the top screen map. Yeah, you want it to loop around and like this and stall, so you can get it to hit stuff. Okay, that doesn't do anything for me yet. I'm sure the chew can travel across the sand, but... Oh, I gotta push this one first. Surprised there's no strength upgrade in this game, it seems. Been nothing but before I've seen I can't lift. The classic 2D Zelda trope. Oracle games love that. Oh man. I might just need a standing break. To like hold this at a better angle. Every better angle I find just puts me in like a weirder spot. This is gonna be another useless chest reveal, but they just didn't put a compass in the game. Was this not one part of the level? Oh, okay. Circle. How? Like, this is how threatening these guys are. Oh, I guess I just get defense up? With the blue? That took, like, no damage. How does that miss? Something will spawn there. I am getting owned. Okay, well, this isn't that tricky of a concept. Look across quicksand. Okay, yeah, they're telling you that just in case you didn't think of that. I'm guessing there's a chest you get for just blowing all these guys up. Yeah. Okay, well, was hoping not for that to happen. Oh my god, I think it snapped back. Oh, that snake got in the way anyways. Come on. There we go. Kill. Yep. So there's no way there's not a chest for killing them all. Money. Okay, the boss key in this one's a little weirder. Maybe. Say that. See what happens. It's weird except for it's just a casual strollbacks. Which way am I going? Oh, that takes me back up, so I just want to go down. Yes. So far, there's been no obstacles with the boss key. Just use it. Alright, this fight with the Chew is gonna be weird. I'm guessing. Pillars hide no secret paths. Waste not a single bomb. Just use the stairs. You can't say that. Come on. You, like, actually cannot say that. Sussy. And I'm sure there's nothing, but it's hard to verify. Because for some reason, they don't have the bomb wall sound in this game. It's really weird. This game needs a remaster just to get the wall sound for bombs. And so you can draw on the map at a higher res. There we go. Alright, I'll switch to the tall view before I step in the boss room. I'll make a proper tall view at some point, maybe. So we'll get used for the other game. Spirit Tracks, mostly. Unless, we may not actually need the top screen in this one. So we'll probably swap around because the map. Dongo Rongo. Look at that massive beast. It's way over there on the other side of the pit. My brother, let's bring this monster down together. Help you trip it from over here. Okay, hold up. Let's switch back to big head mode then. It's interesting the defense buff applies to the other dude too. Uh-oh. What am I supposed to do to big head here? He's a Dodongo. Dongo Rongo. You just give him a bomb. Easy. You are under attack. No weird boss. This is just POV switching. I'm trying to just hit him from the butt. Oh, do we need him to swallow him? Oops. I got a puzzle boss here. They wanted to throw two gimmicks into one. Fuck it, we bomb. I didn't pay attention all the way to what the Dodongo said. I lost track. What was I supposed to do here? Do not touch the quicksand. Okay, you're supposed to force feed him the tuna. They're evolving. They won't swallow it voluntarily. If you give it to him involuntarily, so we just have to wait for the charge. Oh, I got pushed in. Oh my god. Dude, I'm getting... Okay, don't fight around the quicksand at all, because you'll just get bumped in. Oh my god, okay. No! Alright, I gotta get more chews, maybe. There's just a little snake. Just gonna walk on him. Big boom. Alright, that was a creative fight. I'm surprised they didn't do any puzzles with the dude. I guess they were like, I can't do anything interesting with that. No walking with the Goron, baby, puzzles. Pure metal is in there. We'll run ahead to get it. Uh-oh. Phase 2? Oh, wow, what a bait and switch. That's why there were bombs on this side. Okay, they just threw this in for the hell of it. I guess they just felt they couldn't... I mean, there was already a Dodongo. We were throwing bombs at him. It worked. It was weird. I'm like, why are they having him run in specifically? Is he gonna get under attack? But no. This is why. Rule 3. Yeah. No, so we didn't get our heart container. We should have noticed something was up because we didn't get our heart container either yet. And we gotta get our sand. For gore. No more sand. Alright, so we got 4 minutes added in total. Oh, and the bridge is back. Good. We got a decent chunk of heart containers left in the game, it seems. Been waiting for you. Heard all that terrible thrashing. Did something happen in there? You couldn't stand up to Badonker. Only left because I thought we defeated it. We couldn't have done it without you. After our battles, I have a brand new impression of you. It was nothing, really. Present you the Goron Pure Metal. Okay, bye. Crimsonine. Flyingvex knows for treasure actually works sometimes. The Crimsonine meets Goron's treasure with pride. So you accomplished your goal, right? Time to head home. After you leave this place, stop by my home. Father and I will be waiting for you. Alright, so I guess the game wants us to go back and do the one thingy again now. Phantom Hourglass Dungeon, and we get the top quarter of the map. I feel like I have energy in the tank. Got like another hour, maybe. Let's get back to Chief's home. Master Chief. Yeah, that's basically what's going to be next. I can't think of anything in the overworld that needs choose other than the one thing that's right here. I think actually walking from the other side might be quicker. Not sure. Still kind of really surprised that the Mimic Rupee like things are in this game, of all games. Kinda OP. Not gonna do it. Okay, yeah, that spawned another chest. Oh, so you didn't even have to be close to it. Thought you did. So I did get a handful of treasure maps, so I could go after that stuff too. So it's up to me. You have the pure metal in hand. You should get permission from the Elder. You will get in big trouble. Okay. I don't know, I'm kind of getting physically tired too, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go for the treasure and then that's it. Been waiting for you, brother. Just telling my father how we joined forces. Gongaron told me about your efforts. Thank you. You can take the Crimsonine with you. Boil it, bake it, or forge it. Whatever you like it, it's yours. And clear you stand tall and proud among us. It's difficult for me to say. Believe the time has come for you to leave. As a parting gift, I'll return the Goron fee. Okay. I had a bonus for you. We got paid 200 for our deed here. This is the first time Link gets paid for his efforts. Where are you going? Departing? It'll be so quiet. This is, I think, the most dense with NPCs area in the game so far. I heard that you were leaving. I'm planning on eating wood hearts while you're away. They've not explained... The wood hearts thing never came back up. This guy randomly mentions wood hearts, but they mention in other games they only eat rocks. This is why the Zelda lore sucks. Are leaving us. You just got to know us. Never forget us, brother. Well. Leaving this island? I'd be lonely without you. Maybe I'll spend more time at the store. And yet, big bomb chew bag. Figures. 1,000 rupees, sure. There's the one upgrade. It's probably the one minigame. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of in-between stuff I could do. Instead of doing the, dungeon. Still no new mail, it's crazy. Not a mechanic in the game. They're leaving us. Really is nothing I can think of doing with the bomb chew, though. Did it. Pure metal is all ours. Step closer to the treasure. I mean, Tetra. What are you talking about? You haven't helped us at all. And some nerve, glittery bit of whatever. We're all making sacrifices. It's just that time. Something to look forward to, doesn't it, Linebeck? Ship out and find the last one. I wonder if you could go and get the chart whenever you want. Once you get the, just the extra 2 minutes and the hook, maybe? Let's try and go to Beetle first. Grab the treasure charts, do the minigame. They're heading toward us, they're heading away. I'm just gonna set the DS down. Stretch my arms. I'm probably just gonna not do the Phantom Hourglass dungeon as a way to take a break. Rest myself. Still is nothing new, wow. Point total is 39. He hasn't even gotten any new treasures in. It's weird. Thank you. We just have to boringly grind our way up to 10 more points? I wouldn't be surprised. It's crazy how it can OCR the Omega. Good old DS Island. Yeah, that's where I need to go back to. Where are these enemies? No one knows? They don't exist? Aw, no. Well, I guess let's salvage real quick before I get chased down by the pirate. Looks like this may be a trickier one. Alright, there's gonna be one with like a crazy current at the very end. That's how I missed one before. They're really threading the needle here. Alright, we made it. Scot-free, just Just chill. Don't touch the screen in celebration. I got some new drip. I could change the ship up a little. I guess once I get all the treasure, that'll be the case all the way. The golden chimney. Ooh. Alright, let's go fight the lady real quick, and then we'll do the minigame. Why the rush line, Beck? Break your ship in two no matter where you run. Stay put. And we're off. Well, we had to take a hit real quick. There's no map, so we can't use the one thingy. Line Beck, you again. Same dialogue. Then once we get something with the mermaid done... Oh, I haven't gotten the rub victory in a while. Not again. You should really learn to give her a break. The pimple thing again, yet no reward. I just fought him off. Could do the W thing too if we want to get the other fish. Let's get the fish. And then the minigame. Oh, the fish is moving south. Go this way, then? Okay, we're too quick. Fish are kind of impossible to catch up with sometimes. Alright, we caught up. I'll do this for courtesy. Do need a button for that, though. It's very obvious, though, when, like... I'm gonna switch to the other screen orientation. Oh, we got a big one. Okay. I don't think I have a screen protector on my WiiU gamepad. I actually don't remember. Might. And since it's a resistive touchscreen, you can only do like the thin little plastic layers. Remember that from DS. And for 3DS, you can do a glass one for the top screen, but not the bottom. I'm gonna catch a shark. That's gonna be the next fish. It's the game of patience here. Gotta tire out the fish. Thankfully, yeah, if you just don't control this the way the developers intended, this is way easier. Gotta swipe down. I kinda wish I could show where I'm touching here, but gotta play an emulator for that. Well, PC emulator anyways. And Steam Deck. Steam Deck is like the ultimate DS emulation machine. I've said it before, but it's true. Oh, that worked out. Saved my meter. Got him. The rusty swordfish. It's an impressive one. Let's go. Alright, that was super worth it. Curious, maybe it only spawns in certain checkpoints of the game. You gotta get the second 2 of the final dungeons beat before you can, get that fish to spawn. Alright, hopefully I can just AFK here. Which should be an optional mode of the game. Oh my god. Actually asleep at the wheel. I guess if you get more HP, you can just get away with AFKing more. Alright, the minigame's gotta be open now, right? It's probably Bomb Chew something. Bomb Chew Bowling, Part 2. No idea where to even start. Official challenge called the Goron game. Be open. Oh, okay, it's not actually open yet still. I'm surprised. So much for that then. Okay, I think I remember the ones I want to do off the top of my head. I want the backwards in. And I can show that one guy the fish. Haven't ran the masked beetle again. I don't know if he had anything unique yet still, though. I guess we just show this guy our fish and then we go back. I'm still kind of conflicted. I halfway almost just want to do the Phantom Hourglass dungeon, but that's kind of a time... It's kind of a time sink, too. Alright, dude, I got you an even bigger fish. What are you thinking? Where is it? Sword is sharp, like my passion for adventure. It's the rusty swordfish. Impressive. They're backbreakers, even for men of passion. If your skills quite equal mine, you deserve this gift. The tropical ship part. Okay. Like a courageous one can do it. Lately, Fish Shadows has been sighted on the sea's surface. Rumors are swirling. The legendary fish Neptuna surfaces once again. You gotta do it. Okay. So happy, floating the day away. Alright, well, I got something from here at least. So almost surprised there's not like a gotcha to get the thingy. Gotcha for the ship parts. I always forget what symbol I need for the one area. Okay, how did it recognize it that time? He's going to the right quadrant of the map here. I don't think... Yeah, there's like nothing I can do with the one thingy though. I don't need to go to either of those islands. I don't have anywhere near enough. I guess I could see if the treasure, this guy has any treasure for me, traveler ship. He's way out here though. You almost just want a wiki for like the ship sets, so you can figure out what parts go with what. Otherwise you gotta tediously count entries, figure out what's a set and what's not. Alright, see if we can get any more loot here. No, he's chilling. Became a peacekeeper to be more like my brother, like a hero. Alright, I'll grab the treasure, and then I'll probably just call it a night there. My hands need some rest. I'm just not holding, like, this is more comfy, but not, I'm still straining myself. Before it was just, like, awkwardly trying to use a dock, like something to hold the Wii U gamepad. Here, it's just gripping it too tight. Dark Star W. The evil link that is finally allowed. Just like how there's a dark link. Wahoo! Mario. Alright, can I get the big fish? I gotta swap the scene. Okay, we got a cool fish, just not a, not a new one. I think that one will be a grind. Your arms will actually just die trying to catch that one. Speaking of dark versions, I got reminded Birdus is a thing today. I forgot completely. It's still insane how the original appearance of Birdus is just a memory. Does not exist on the internet. It got deleted. I guess no one had it saved. Lost Media Wiki. Lost Media Wiki needs to get on that one. I feel like that's almost the harder one to get. Like, forget analog era random local TV station broadcasts. That's some YouTube videos that, like, a couple thousand people know exist and watched it, but then it got deleted. I guess at least I'm not getting tunas again. Oh, it's gonna jump. We got it. A Luvar. It's the exact same size as the other one I already have. There's a Stowfish. It doesn't have any meaning, but it makes me happy. Okay. Let's add a little cute little fish buddy. Because why not? Just a little Easter egg. Alright, time for the hard mode salvage minigame. Technically this could use the top bottom screen layout, it's just not as necessary. Like fishing in the bosses, it makes sense in certain cutscenes. Oh, this is one with the current. Oh god. No! Oh my god. Well, I gotta try again. Was good until the ending part. Yeah, that's one with the current, where you have to just fight it super hard at the end. I was on the wrong side. Completely. To even attempt that. There we go. Oh god, that was a very close one. Alright, here we go. Big loot. The Dignified Ship. Wait, we already have that one. What the heck? Why was that one so hard? It was a duplicate. I got owned. I think. Alright, well, let's go back, and get the gold, extra gold drip put on the ship at least. So I'll probably walk to the Phantom Hourglass Temple and then call it there. Yeah, it's part of the game. You're just supposed to get dupes. They want you to trade with other people in a Zelda game. It's got trading, it's got multiplayer. Yeah, I'm really curious if... I keep wanting to call it Skyward Sword, Spirit Tracks. Both start with an S. That is multiplayer too. I don't know if this Zelda's multiplayer would be worth organizing. Maybe. I think it's only 2-player too. Trade me. Like, how rare would that have been back in the day? 'Cause it wasn't online. Local trade in the Zelda game for ship parts. Alright, got the ship repaired. So what did I even get? I got the tropical hull and the vintage hull. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down? Wonder if it goes with this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Probably do just need the wiki for, like, item sets. What else did I get that was gold? Golden chimney, okay. So I could get the explanations. Perfectly designed cannon. True standard. The chimney. Simple chimney. Gleams mysteriously. Worn, rugged hull with a manly, burly style of its own. See. The swim ring goes with the old hull, but whatever. There's so many ship parts I don't own. I don't own a single bridge modification. Which is crazy. View ship. Oh, I've never looked at this. This like Kingdom Hearts. Look at this model. Alright, still only 5 stamina. Alright, we can sell the dupe at least. We'll get like 100 money at least for it. Dignified ship. God, what's this? 150 rupees at best, yep. What do you want for Goron Amber? 800, okay. Big money. Kinda want to be a hoarder and keep one of everything, so... 150 for the plume? That's actually still pretty good. Loot. Actually, wait, what does this guy have in his hut? It looked like he had Majora's Mask. It does not. Alright, does the king have anything new to say? I'm guessing they expect you to just know you gotta go back for the final map piece. I thought that was an egg, but that was a chicken. So that's what appeared first on my screen. The egg. So yeah, having healing potions for the area I'm about to go in is really good. I think the gold ones are better if I want to beat Maximize. I feel like I should be fine, though. I guess you never know. Tony's gonna stand on an egg. I forget, that's... It's the one Kurt likes, isn't it? For gore. Alright, well, this gets to be the save point. I think if we redo the whole dungeon, we get more time or something? I don't remember. Double for gore. Yeah, it's like 10:30. I'll call it here. The dungeon part probably takes like 40... almost an hour. It's weird it interlaces when you pause. So yeah, I guess as an idea, I'll make a little overlay that makes it so it's top like this, but not with the DS in the middle. Although the DS kind of makes it better, but more like what I see on the gamepad here. There's just a little gap. Oh, what did I just do? Alright, I'm calling it here, though. I'm getting some progress in the Zelda. I guess I might be pretty close to the end. I'm guessing there's like 2 days worth of stuff left in the game. Because I'll have the final quadrant of the map. Which probably is a little more compact to the other... compared to the other quarters. Let's see. Yeah, probably 2 days left of the game. I'll definitely play some more tomorrow, but... who knows when the next time is. Yeah, thanks for watching Hanging Tonight. Just playing through Zelda. It's how it is for a bit. Bye.